Shalom, shalom, Yasharal. I want to come back to you with this quick video right here about pride. All right, now they say that the three most feared words, as they are given consecutively, are "you have cancer." All right, we know about cancer being a disease that many people fear, many people are afraid of. Some people they go get themselves checked out even when they don't even have it. All right, it gets checked out for cancerous symptoms. All right, but I'm here to talk about another disease that there are so many people walking the face of the earth do not even know that they're suffering from this illness. They're suffering from the symptoms of it, and it's called pride. Pride. All right, so many people throughout the ages have walked around with pride. The Most High have taken people from very low and humble beginnings, rose them up to levels of prominence and authority, just for those people to stick their nose up in the air as if they got there all by themselves. All right, so I'm not gonna be with you real long. We'll make this a real quick, short video, straight to the point. All right, but I just want to leave a couple of scriptures with you today. All right, something that we all have to watch out for. It is so subtle, it creeps in, and it gets the best of us. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to Sirach chapter 10 real quick. The book of Sirach chapter 10. I want to hit on this because there are a lot of people. You'd be amazed at how many people that you believe know about this. They're out here teaching lessons. They're going and giving breakdowns and scriptures and all these different things, but do not know the basic fundamental principles about pride. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about it real quickly. The book of Sirach chapter 10 and verse 13 says, "For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that has it shall pour out an abomination." So pride is the very beginning of sin. Why would I say that? Why would the scripture say that? Well, you go back to Halel, Ezekiel chapter 28, Isaiah 14:14. You see that he fell from the Shamaim because he had pride. I was sitting my throne above the stars. I will be like the Most High. I will be, all these different eyes that he gave, he was filled with pride. So pride is a sin. Right here it said it's the beginning of sin, not in the first 5 books of Moses, but right here in the Torah of wisdom. It shows you that pride is the beginning of sin. It also says that sin not by proud speech. Pride is sin in the Torah of wisdom, the instructions of wisdom. All right, so we need to be paying attention to pride. All right, it said pride is the beginning of sin, and he that has it shall pour out an abomination. Therefore, Yah brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. He overthrew these people that had them utterly. No one is escaping from this. All right, everyone, every country, every city, every region, everyone that has pride, they're going to be overthrown by the Most High. Guaranteed. Verse 14, Yah has cast down the thrones of proud princes and set up the meek in their stead. We see that all throughout scriptures. Princes, kings, whatever you want to call them, dukes, they have been overthrown by pride. The Most High will put somebody else in their position only for that person to reign for a certain period of time, and then their heart get lifted up to pride. The Most High has to humble them down. All right, so it's very few meek and humble people that's walking the face of the earth today. Verse 15, Yah has plucked up the roots of the proud nations and planted the lowly in their places. Even when Yasharal got lifted up with pride, guess what he did? He made them lose to a little bitty town called Ai in the book of Joshua, all right? A town with only a few thousand people in it. All right, so when you get filled with pride, of course, they have sin in their lives too, because one of the person he took from the accursed things that he wasn't supposed to take from. But that's just an example of how the Most High can use a small group of people to overthrow a large group of people. And some of those times in the scriptures, we were the small group of people overthrowing a large group of people. Then we would get lifted up with pride. Then we would turn our back on the Most High, start serving these other deities, and then he'll put us back into captivity again. Verse 16, Yah overthrew countries of the heathen and destroyed them to the foundations of the earth. He took some of them away and destroyed them and have made them their memorial to cease from the earth. Number 18, pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman. All right, so us as men, oxen or colts, we're not supposed to be walking with pride. All right, it's something that we always have to check each and every single day. When people give you praises, people give you compliment, you say all praises to the Most High Yah. You know, man, you do this so good. Man, you're so eloquent. You're so this. Man, you're so pronounced. You're so on point. You know, people, you do your job so good. You're always on time. You know, man, you stand out among everybody else. You got to always let these people know. All praises to the Most High Yah. Man, your voice sounds so beautiful. So those of you singers out there, you can sing so well. And, you know, it's almost like you got pipes inside of some of you. You know what I mean? Some of you do your music so well. Some of you running your business so well. Again, people come to you, compliment you. All praises to the Most High Yah. Man, you're the best worker we ever had here at this job. You're the best, man. You stand out among everybody else. Hey, man, all praises to the Most High. Hallelujah. Practice that habit of always giving praise to the Most High Yah, because what we do in our fleshly mind, we take it. Yeah, I am all that. Yeah, I've been putting a lot of time into this. I do stand out among everybody else. We got to really be careful of pride because it's so subtle. It creeps in when you least expect it, okay? You got to watch out for pride. It's a deadly disease. Pride is worse than cancer, all right? Cancer, both of them can be cured, all right? And some of the nice amount of people that have cancer, they don't even know they have it, just like pride. A lot of people walk around with pride. They think they're humble. It's a time in my life. It was so many times in my life I thought I was humble, but I was actually prideful. Didn't even know it. I know, looking back on my former days when I was a teenager, young adult, man, I was filled with pride. Very arrogant, very prideful. I had all these girls around me. I had all these women that wanted me. So, man, I was way lifted up, way lifted up. All right, but walking with the Most High Yah, the Most High had to humble me down, start me all over as a young adult, had me standing in lines, begging, asking for free food in my mid to late 20s, early 20s to mid 20s, and they're standing in line with homeless people asking for food for my family. And moved to another city, Most High humbled me down. So at the point of a beggar, then slowly elevated me. The Most High, even with him, the Most High has looked out for me so much, the Most High don't even allow me to blow up on YouTube. He didn't even allow me to. All right, he didn't allow me to blow up because he wanted to keep me at a lower state. He loved me that much that he did not want me to get arrogant and have all these different subscribers. They let that stuff get to me. So he's let me move at a very slow level. And some of that, I guess, is due to them people not allowing me. They don't, because I'm not monetizing, because I'm not putting videos out every day, and the Most High is allowing them to do it, but at the same time, they're not trying to push and promote it as well. But either way it go, the Most High is keeping me at a lower state. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 16 real quick. Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 18, it says, pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Anybody that you see is lifted up with pride, I guarantee you they're on their way down fast. And when they fall, it's going to be tumultuous. It's going to be real painful. It's going to be real hurtful. All right. I know some of you can recall back to the situation, years ago. This happens in regular life. It happens in sports. It happens everywhere. All right. It happens in the situation with Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas, one of the greatest upsets in the world of boxing and the world of sports altogether. All right. So they was worshiping Mike Tyson. They was praising him. They put a crown up on his head. He didn't even train for the fight. Okay, Buster Douglas was hungry. He just lost his mother. Some people can debate on what was that all about. But he came into this fight. Some people would say the 9 count was really, he lost to Mike Tyson when he hit him. But he got back up and he kept fighting. And then Mike Tyson got hit.
A few uppercuts he's landed in the fight. We've been looking for that all night. Oh, that's a nice uppercut that time. That drops Buster Douglas. The count's up to 2. And 3, and 4. His eyes from where I'm sitting look fairly clear. It's up to 7, and 8. And here it is at 9. Is he going to get up? Yes, he does.
So he gets up, they fighting again. And then I don't know what happened, but somewhere around the 10th round, my man Buster Douglas does what no fighter has ever done in the history of Mike Tyson fight. He knocks Mike Tyson out.
Nice uppercut by Buster Douglas. Look at this. He's knocked Mike Tyson down for the first time in his career. Mike Tyson hits the canvas. He's in big trouble. He may not be able to recover. It's up to 7 and 8. He's not going to make it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
count was really, he lost to Mike Tyson when he hit him, but he got back up and he kept fighting. And then Mike Tyson got hit with a combo, hit with some punches that he never got hit before. He fell to the ground and he never was to be the same after that again. So I'm just letting you know, pride. Same thing in life. It's people that has been in sports teams. They feel like I'm all this, I'm all that. And they held out on the contract only to go to another team and not even perform the way they did at the same team, or nobody else pick them up after all. All right, and the same thing about us in our everyday lives. You would think that you're better than what you really are, and you really need to stay humble. We need to stay humble. I need to stay humble. All right, I'll go to 1 Samuel chapter 15 real quick. I'm going to close it up. I'm not trying to be long with you on this one. Just something to put with you, something to take with you on your day as a daily thought, all right? 1 Samuel 15:17, it says, Samuel said, when you was little in your own sight, he was talking to King Saul, when you was little in your own sight, was you not made head of the tribes of Yasharal, and Yah anointed thee king over Yasharal? When you was little in your own sight, when you didn't even think that much about yourself. Got you a little Facebook account, got you a Twitter account, you taking pictures every single day, you showing everybody what you're doing, you got about 1,000 pictures on your page. When you was little in your own sight, people didn't even pay attention to you in high school and in college. You know, you was lightly esteemed, but now you got this little social media platform. Now you think you're doing something, all right? Talking to everybody that's out here that fits this description, all right? When you was little in your own sight, then you start getting a following, and the Most High even allows you to get to a certain point. But if that pride is not contained, if it's not repented for, if it's not confessed about, then it's going to lead to your demise. I'm just telling you, all right? If it will happen to me, it will happen to everyone else. Pride is going to bring you down. So this is the message today. I pray that you hearken to it. Pay attention to it. We don't want to be like, going back to the Mike Tyson, Buster Douglas thing. We don't want to be getting knocked out by pride in real life. And it brings us down to a point where we can't respond or we can't bounce back from it. All right. So with that said, I pray that the Most High be with each and every single one of you. Don't be like Nebuchadnezzar, where the Most High got to bring you down from a kingly estate to start eating the grass on the ground. Don't be like King Herod when he stood up and gave this eloquent speech, and then the Most High had to kill him. Don't be like all these other people throughout the scriptures where they got prideful. Don't be like King David when he wanted to number the people. Tell me how many people I am over. Let me know how many people is in my realm, within my kingdom. Even King David got hit with it, and 70,000 people had to die because he had pride. All right? So with that said, I pray the Most High be with each and every single one of you. Until the next time, shalom, shalom.